In this video, you will get an overview of MagiCAD Electrical. This video shows you how to create a project, perform some electrical designing, create some schematics, and do some calculations. Let's start. First, we need a new Revit project. For the project, we need a Revit template. MagiCAD provides generic templates as well as localized templates. I'm using generic templates throughout the video. In Revit, you can set up a project various ways, and most likely you need to navigate to different places. MagiCAD provides one place for all solution where you can set up all necessary settings for the project. One thing you need on behalf of Revit settings is MagiCAD dataset. That's the file where all MagiCAD related data is collected and finally imported to Revit project. In Project Wizard, you can share coordinates and add linked models. Linked model can be, for example, structural or architectural, which later can be used, for example, for provision for builders' work openings and clash detection. We can copy levels from linked models as well as grids. It might be that architect has defined grids that are useful for MEP designer as well. Spaces are technical representations of the rooms, and MagiCAD uses them in multiple features. To do something, we need views. With MagiCAD View Manager, it's convenient to manage views, create new ones, or remove existing ones. For now, I'm creating views for every level in my project under different view types. Let's start the actual electrical designing by modeling some cable routes. First, we need to select proper settings for the route such as electrical system, width and height of the tray, and the offset for the current level where to draw at. When modeling, there are different tools in MagiCAD that makes modeling more efficient, such as angle to horizontal, riser, crossing, or smart move. You can also mix and match with native Revit tools, as I'm doing when enlarging the bend to the T-branch and continuing from the branch with the cable tray. Let's continue with electrical modeling. Next, I will install a switchboard by using a certain switchboard type from the dataset. Panel name is the identifier of the switchboard. Electrical data comes directly from Revit, but there are some additional MagiCAD parameters as well. Let's install some lighting fixtures. MagiCAD has some nice tools for placing devices into the model, such as Array. Array offers a great way to install lighting fixtures properly, for example into the spaces. You can adjust different offsets and thus get the proper results. Let's create a new product into MagiCAD dataset. We offer a lot of ready-made symbols you can use with the products. When placing devices into the project, you have a possibility to use MagiCAD-made products. You can use your own families or just a simple placeholder element. When using your own families and you need, for example, a 2D symbol, you can add it via MagiCAD. For now, I will be using a product from our cloud. We offer different manufacturer products as well as generic products. Generic products are more flexible as you can edit them in MagiCAD Create. Defining parameters properly, like certain default values such as system, helps you design more efficiently and faster as products contains correct data by default. You can also add a box for wiring and or conduits which will be attached to the device itself when installed. Array installation is a good option for certain cases, but single installation has its place as well. For instance, installing a socket or lighting fixture into the wall with backbox attached. Our installation tool and other tools contains functions to gain elevations from existing elements. They are very handy in many cases. Backboxes are good, especially as placeholders for voids needed to be drilled into the concrete elements. Let's install some more lighting fixtures into the spaces by using array. When using MagiCAD, it is wise to mix and match with Revit functionalities. You can use our installation functions to install single elements into the space, and once the space is ready, you can use Revit functions to copy elements to other spaces. MagiCAD uses Revit circuits. We have a lot of parameters which values are populated by our functions. Therefore, you need to create Revit circuits like they are created in Revit. Select devices you want to include into the circuit and create the circuit. Backboxes contain connections for conduits, so you can design a route for cables and use conduits as placeholders for voids needed for concrete elements. By providing a full design, you can ensure the model fulfills all BIM requirements. Again, mixing and matching with Revit tools, you can model better. You can get elevations from existing products or connect conduits together with enhanced tools. Our cable route tools are improved for better routing. You can get reference elevations from existing products and use that information directly for efficient modeling. Let's draw some cable packets. Cable packets are special elements in MagiCAD that you can use for better cable routing. Cable packets can be installed on top of the cable trays, or they can be drawn freely. The purpose of the cable packet is to route all supplying cables of each circuit into the switchboard. We have the tool specially made for routing the cable packet directly on top of the tray, but manual tools such as standard connection are required as well. Next, we need to connect electrical circuits into the cable packet. This can be done virtually, as how I am doing now, or circuits can be connected at the same time when drawing wires. MagiCAD uses Revit wires, but to use wires so that they deserve the need of users, MagiCAD has developed functionalities for wire drawing. First, wires are considered as cables, not cable types. That means one wire type is actual cable. We have different routing options available, from free routing to automatic routing. You can place a tag in the end of the supply wire, which represents the information of the circuit. Cable packet connection can be made when drawing supply cables. Let's manage some circuits in MagiCAD for Revit. We have dedicated tools for this one. You can define properties which are necessary for electrical designing, such as supply cable, properties of the installation, and properties of the circuit. Symbols are playing a huge role in electrical designing. We offer ready-made symbols for you to use, but if there are symbols you are missing or you have your own database of symbols, it's possible to create or convert them into MagiCAD symbols. All properties which are changed in MagiCAD will be written into dedicated parameters. Managing circuits the way it's done in MagiCAD is not the only purpose. By the information which is placed into circuits, it's possible to create switchboard schematics. MagiCAD offers horizontal and vertical switchboard schematics. Switchboard schematics are saved in sheets in Revit, which offers a direct way to print them out as they are. Managing circuits which are in the sheets and in the project is made easy with Manage Links functionalities. You can add circuits later into the project and push them into schematics into dedicated slots. This way you can have circuits in a project in certain order and circuits in schematics in another order. Managing circuits is bidirectional. You can edit the properties of the circuits in sheets, and the information will be updated into project as well. MagiCAD offers electrical calculations as well. There are built-in calculation tool, and export functionalities to third-party calculation software as well. With built-in calculation tool, you can calculate total powers, short circuit currents, cable sizes, protective devices with parameters, and cumulative voltage drops. All values are saved into dedicated parameters in circuits and switchboards.